I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong.
Hey guys, here's what I eat in a day as a chubby person who does not want to lose weight. I got a plain hamburger from Portillo's, followed it up with a Diet Coke because the taste is better. Got their crinkle and cheese fries. These are my favorite thing from Portillo's. Got an order of chicken tenders, ate about half of these because I was getting kind of full. Later on, I had a slice of pie for a snack and some Perrier. I chugged it very quickly, it's so refreshing. Had Fritos for another little snack before dinner. And then we made another plain hamburger at dinner time. Had some Fresca. And that was my second burger of the day. And it was really good. We also had some Kraft mac and cheese spirals, which was absolutely delicious. And ended it with some mochi strawberry ice cream that we just got from Ralph's. And it's really good. This brand, highly recommend.
Culinary medicine specialist, trying to keep you out of my operating room and answer the question about what the literature says about red meat. You are unhealthy, you are obese, and you smoke. Red meat can increase your incidence of heart disease, insulin resistance, diabetes, and cancer. If you don't eat a lot of vegetables, adding more red meat to your diet means more cancer of the colon and the rectum. The problem with all of these studies is it depends on where people start. But the other thing, and this is the culinary side of it, it depends on how you cook it. Red meat that's grilled, fried, broiled, all increase something called heterocyclic amines, which increase the risk of cancer. So red meat is all in the shape you're in and all in how you cook it.
What are 5 of the top things that anyone can do starting today to significantly reduce their risk of getting cancer in the future?
Well, Joe, the 2 biggest drivers are diet and toxins. So the thing that I really focus on around diet is the starch and sugar. That belly fat, that is a cancer-causing factor. Pancreatic cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, and others are linked to this phenomenon of insulin resistance, which comes from starch and sugar in the diet. So that's a huge one. The second is environmental toxins. We're exposed to 80,000 new chemicals since the last century, and many of these have not been tested for safety. Many of them are banned that are used here. They're banned in Europe and other countries. The next thing that's really important is exercise. We know that exercise actually reduces inflammation, reduces insulin resistance, helps prevent cancer. So exercise is really important. Half an hour walk, even after dinner, even just a 15-20 minute walk after dinner can really reduce your overall risk of insulin resistance and all the things that drive cancer.
Speak louder, you're whispering. What time is it?
Oh no, cringe.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon'
Look at that.
Oh my god.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
Hello, Daddy.
Emotional, damn it.
Did you know that if you stop talking, we don't have to hear your annoying ass?
One day, a man died in a hospital of a massive heart attack, probably from eating hospital food, but that's another story. And the pathologist came in the room, and he knew that I was headed for medical school. So he removed a section of ribs, and he sliced open one of the coronary arteries, and he said, "Look inside." And it looked like chewing gum in this coronary artery, but when I felt it, it was hard like a rock. And he said, "That's atherosclerosis. That's your morning sausage, Neil. That's your bacon, Neil. That's your roast beef in there." And he said, "We see the beginnings of this in 3/4 of people by age 23. Fast forwarding a little bit, a few years later, Dr. Dean Ornish brought into a research study people who had atherosclerosis. They had narrowed arteries. He took the meat out of their diets. And something happened that had never been shown before. The arteries actually started opening up again, so much that you could see a measurable difference in 82% of patients in the first year with no surgery and no medications. Grass-fed beef does not do that, including the beef my family raised. It just doesn't work. Eating chicken and eating fish just can't do that. And so my research team tried this same kind of diet for people who wanted to lose weight. And NIH funded us to try this kind of diet for people who had diabetes. And it works better than any other diet. Why? Because when you get meat out of the diet, meat has fat in it, and every gram of fat has 9 calories. That's its job. You get it out of the diet, you get rid of a lot of calories. Meat has 0 fiber. None. Fiber fills you up without calories, and if the foods you have don't have it, you're going to eat too much and you're going to gain weight. Why diabetes? Because getting the meat out of the diet helps fat to drain out of the muscle cells, allowing insulin to start working on its own. And we saw something I never saw in medical school, which is diabetes improving, sometimes even disappearing for all intents and purposes. I asked Dr. Richard Leakey, the famous paleoanthropologist, how did we get into meat eating? And he said, humans are naturally primates. We're great apes. We're not carnivores. And we ate things we could pick with our hands until the Stone Age gave us stone tools, and meat eating began, he believes, as scavenging. A lion would leave some bones, we would scrape it off with these stone tools that we now had. Problem, we have pre-Stone Age bodies that get cancer and get heart disease when you eat meat. Of course, if your life expectancy is 35 or 40, it doesn't matter. But if you live to mid-age and beyond, then these things matter a lot.
Farm animals are fed antibiotics for their entire lives. This means that about 70% of all antibiotics produced globally, not given to sick humans, but given to well animals, to farm animals, in order to make them grow more quickly, and also to allow them to live through the conditions of industrial animal agriculture. What this means is that bacteria are figuring out how to get around the antibiotics. They're becoming superbugs, and when you get sick, the antibiotics don't work. The former president of the World Health Organization, Dr. Margaret Chan, she explained that the world is heading toward a post-antibiotic era in which common infections will once again kill.
So if you do smoke on a regular basis, if you quit smoking and you start consuming oily fish, that can add almost 10 years to your lifespan. That is huge. Okay, so what does omega-3 do to your body? Well, it contributes to forming cell membranes, it reduces inflammation, it decreases triglycerides, it counters the omega-6 fatty acids that are in most of your foods, it decreases your risk of certain types of cancer, it can help you reduce fat on your liver, it can decrease depression and anxiety, it can decrease pain, it can decrease the risk of getting ADHD, it can help with asthma, it can decrease the risk of getting Alzheimer's, as well as increase your heart function.
So number 3, you're going to have to start consuming foods that deactivate some of these, I call them poisons, in your liver, okay? And so what you can do with that is you start consuming a little bit of cruciferous in the diet. Kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, things like that. That will slowly start to protect you because those are anti-cancer foods, anti-estrogenic foods, okay? So number 1, avoid it. Number 2, get organic. Number 3, eat cruciferous foods that will deactivate some of the stuff in the liver, okay? All right, so on that note, on that fun note, go ahead and leave your comments below and I will see you in the next video.
I got the Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos, and I'm gonna see if they're spicy enough for me. Oh. A little bit of ranch. Overall, they were not that spicy.